Muhammad was born in 570 CE in Mecca, a city in modern-day Saudi Arabia. His father, Abdullah, died before he was born, and his mother, Amina, died when he was 6 years old. Muhammad was then raised by his grandfather, Abdul Muttalib, and after his grandfather's death by his uncle, Abu Talib. Muhammad grew up to be a merchant, gaining a reputation for honesty and reliability, earning him the nickname Al-Amin, the Trustworthy. At the age of 25, he married Khadija, a wealthy widow 15 years his senior. This marriage provided him with both financial stability and emotional support. At the age of 40, Muhammad began spending time in contemplation in the cave of Hira near Mecca in 610 CE. During one of his retreats, he received his first revelation from the angel Gabriel. Gabriel conveyed to Muhammad that he was to be the prophet of Allah. These revelations continued over the next 23 years and were later compiled into the Quran, the holy book of Islam. Muhammad initially kept his revelations private, sharing them only with close family and friends. His early followers included his wife Khadija, his cousin Ali, his friend Abu Bakr, and his adopted son Zayd. After 3 years, he began preaching publicly, calling for the worship of one God and denouncing the polytheism and moral corruption of Meccan society. His message met with resistance and hostility from the Meccan elites, who saw it as a threat to their power and the economic benefits derived from the pilgrimage trade centered around the Kaaba, which housed numerous idols. As the number of his followers grew, so did the opposition. Muhammad and his followers faced increasing persecution. In 622 CE, following an invitation from the city of Yathrib, later known as Medina, Muhammad and his followers migrated there in an event known as the Hijra. This migration marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, Muhammad established a community based on Islamic principles. He acted as a spiritual leader, a political leader, and a judge. He drafted the Constitution of Medina, which outlined the rights and duties of all citizens and established the foundation for a multi-religious Islamic state. Under his leadership, the Muslim community in Medina grew stronger. The relationship between the Muslims in Medina and the Meccans remained tense. This led to several battles, including the Battle of Badr in 624 CE, where the Muslims won a significant victory, and the Battle of Uhud in 625 CE, where they faced a setback. The conflict culminated in the Battle of the Trench in 627 CE, where the Muslims successfully defended Medina against a large Meccan army. In 630 CE, after years of conflict, Muhammad and his followers marched on Mecca with a large force. The Meccans surrendered, and Muhammad entered the city peacefully. He went to the Kaaba and destroyed the idols, rededicating it to the worship of one God. This event marked the consolidation of Muslim control over Mecca. Following the conquest of Mecca, many tribes across the Arabian Peninsula embraced Islam. Muhammad continued to lead the Muslim community, overseeing its expansion and consolidation. In 632 CE, during his farewell pilgrimage, he delivered a sermon known as the Farewell Sermon, summarizing his teachings and emphasizing equality, justice, and the importance of following the Quran and his example. Shortly after returning to Medina, Muhammad fell ill and passed away on June 8, 630 CE. At the age of 62, he was buried in his house, which later became part of the Prophet's mosque in Medina. Muhammad's impact on history is immense. As the founder of Islam, his teachings and actions continue to guide the lives of over 1 billion Muslims worldwide. The Quran and the Hadith recorded sayings and actions of Muhammad form the basis of Islamic law and practice. His life serves as a model for Muslims, and his influence extends beyond religion to areas such as law, politics, and social justice. Thanks for watching.